It is almost that time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. What time am I talking about? Well, the shareholder meeting. This is the catalyst of this year for Tesla that could really change the entire trajectory of the stock, and ultimately what the stock has been doing is not great, right? You're a $178 company stock, and you started the year at $265 per share. I think we could even rally a lot higher than that if this vote goes through coming tomorrow. Considering the Fed was pretty dovish today, gave us a lot of what we expected, and overall was pretty good. You also had inflation that came in really good this morning that sent Tesla stock up. I mean, pretty big for the day today alone. Tomorrow is really just the final straw for the shorts. I hope, right? That's the logic. As long as this vote passes to reinstate Elon's compensation package, Tesla's stock is going to go dramatically higher. Now, here in this video, I will explain exactly why that is, where I think Tesla stock is ultimately going, and much more. So first and foremost, today, the Fed was pretty dovish. You also had inflation come in much better than expectations. All of that, fantastic, right? That's exactly what you wanted to see happen. And Tesla did well today. But there's this big drag that is kind of weighing on Tesla for a while now. The shareholder meeting will take place at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and really when the markets are closing, no matter where you live, right? When our markets are closing, whether you're on the West Coast, it's going to be 1 p.m. Central Time, it's 3 p.m. and Eastern Standard Time, it's 4 p.m. So you're not going to have an opportunity to buy a hedge, buy a call, any of that after we get the actual, result of the vote for Elon's compensation package. So whatever you are holding into the end of the day tomorrow is what you are going into the shareholder meeting with. And I think that's important because you got to finalize your trades before the end of the trading day tomorrow. Now, as I have said before, the reason why Tesla stock is a $179 company or so really doesn't come down to the fundamental business at this point, right? Tesla stock was a $265 company to start 2024, and I would argue today the fundamentals look much better, more clear. We have a better understanding of what Tesla's going to put up for this year. So why is the stock $179 per share? Well, the stock's $179 per share because not fundamentals, not anything that's gotten worse for Tesla. Again, if anything, things have actually gotten better since the beginning of 2024, and Tesla stock was a $265 company. It's because there are doubts that Elon will stay at Tesla. Whether you think he will or won't, or doesn't matter. Wall Street is saying, hey, there's a risk Elon could leave Tesla. We have to price that in to Tesla stock. And that's why the stock is a $179 company and not a $300 stock right now. Because I think justifiably, given the major events that we're going to have over the summer, like Robotaxi Day on August 8th, the improvements we have seen to full self-driving, the clarity we got from Elon and the Tesla team on the last earnings call, margins that are holding up. It looks like Tesla's buying down the interest rate is actually having a very positive impact on demand. I mean, look at just all the improvements to FSD, right? Insane. The take rates are probably a lot higher for FSD now than they were before. We don't know for sure what the numbers are, but we can speculate that they are higher. We're eyeing a launch for robotaxis into China coming here soon, and first off, FSD will come to China. First things first, All of these things are not being appreciated by the markets because who cares if Elon leaves Tesla? The talent will leave Tesla and follow Elon or go somewhere else, right? And that's just a risk that investors need to price in, right? That's a risk you can't ignore. You can't avoid that risk. And that's what is having the biggest negative impact on Tesla stock, really throughout all of this year. And in case, maybe you don't understand what I'm saying here, if and when the vote does go through, hopefully coming tomorrow, and Elon's comp package is reinstated, that risk that the markets are assigning that Elon could leave Tesla is all of a sudden gone. Now, this could actually set Tesla stock up for a multi-month rally, multi-week rally. I'm not exactly sure how long we would rally for. It really just depends. I think there's a lot of sideline capital that's been kind of waiting for Tesla to show signs of strength again, signs of a rally. We know there's a bit of FOMO out there in our markets if you look at Nvidia or GME or other names, and that could bring a lot of traders into the stock. But I do think purely on a fundamental basis, more of a logical, statistical basis, relieving Tesla of that big negative of potentially Elon leaving Tesla could set up a lot of optimism. And that would be my expectation. That is my expectation heading into tomorrow. Now, as I have reported for feels like a long time now, at least the last week or two, every day you've seen very large option orders that are hedging out large, share positions, right? What I mean by that is like 10, $20 million trades for the 250 puts, $300 puts, 276 puts. These are not necessarily bearish trades. They're just hedges. These, fund managers are using options the way they were designed to be used, and that is as insurance. So they're trying to hedge for downside if we do indeed get a no vote for Elon's comp package and, the stock ultimately does sell off. Now, I think there's probably a 75% chance that the vote goes through and Elon's comp package passes. And there's probably a 20 to 25% chance the vote does not pass. And I mean, that would not be good at all. You'd be setting yourself up for probably 30+% downside over the course of the next couple of weeks. And it would really intensify the concerns that Elon might leave Tesla. And Elon could make that better or worse, right? He could come out and say, yeah, I'm not going to leave Tesla. Sucks, but I'm not going to leave Tesla. Or he could say, I might leave Tesla, and that would obviously cause a lot more selling. So I think it does depend on what Elon says and some of the kind of guidance that he gives around that topic. But again, I think the package is going to go through, and that will be a huge positive for Tesla. Now, again, you have 105 million shares sold short, about 4% of Tesla's outstanding share count, outstanding float. And those guys are going to be put under massive pressure coming tomorrow. As long as that vote goes through, I think Tesla stock could easily rally 15 to 20%. Now, what would a 20% rally from here really look like, right? I mean, 20% rally from here would look like Tesla at about $215 per share. Shoo! Yeah, that is potentially what we could be looking at coming tomorrow. I think that would, make a lot of sense personally to see Tesla back at least around 215 if Elon's comp package does go through. Might happen, might not happen, might be a 5% day, a 10% day. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial planner, and I don't have a crystal ball, but that would be my expectation on Elon's comp package going through, because shorts are going to have to start covering on short positions, right? Or they're going to probably want to. if they don't have to. Well, I would be surprised, at least some of them. And then all of those hedges you've seen, those, deep in the money puts that are being bought, those have added 80, 100 million shares that have been sold short against Tesla in the last couple of weeks. And that works because the market makers have to go out and delta hedge, right? So if you are buying a 250 put with a break even of 0.2% and Tesla stock falls 0.2%, the market makers have to go out and short a bunch of stock, right, to hedge out your options trade. So they're able to get you shares and still make, a couple of cents on that trade, right? It's called delta hedging. They have to go out and hedge for your trades. Now, when you see everyone on a consensus view, like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen with this vote, but Tesla stock could crash afterwards. We want to hedge. When you see all, big money and fund managers going out and hedging their portfolios around one specific event, unlike anything you've seen in years, I mean, that adds a lot of those short-term short positions. And if, Tesla stock ultimately gives us good news, then it starts to rise and market makers can go out and buy all of those shares back, right? Or cover on their short positions, really is what it is. And that could be 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 million shares. We don't know the exact number. It's impossible to know, but I do know all of the trades we have seen are setting us up for a number around that ballpark. And again, if Tesla stock or Tesla does not approve Elon's comp package, if Tesla investors do not, I shall say, then Tesla's probably going to fall 10% tomorrow, regardless of the Fed today being bullish, regardless of CPI coming in good. You're still going to fall probably about 10%, which is going to put you back at that 161 level. And I'm making this video now, the last video that you will see here on this channel before you know the results of the shareholder vote. Just to say, if you are concerned, genuinely concerned that the vote may not pass, if you think you may need your money in Tesla, you're thinking about buying a house, you have a wedding to pay for, you have a vacation that you really want to go on, that you were planning on selling some of your Tesla stock for over the next 6 months at the bare minimum, then you should probably hedge your position. You can hedge your position by, maybe selling a call, buying a put, outright buying a put. There's multiple different strategies, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. Do not listen to me and just go out and blindly, think you're hedging your portfolio and get mad at me because I said hedge your portfolio if you're scared, right? Come to your own conclusions. I'm not a financial advisor. Hedging, you give up some upside. That's always a certainty. But it could be a good move for some people that need their money. And I'm only saying that because I genuinely care about you guys and want you to, make the best decision possible. And, this shareholder meeting is so much different than any other catalyst we've had for Tesla in a very long time because, there is that real chance of a large drop, a continued drop. Tesla stock could even go under $100 per share if Elon starts to throw doubt on whether or not he's going to stay at Tesla. That's a very real possibility. That's not even speculation. That's a huge possibility. There's also the possibility that Tesla stock could rally massive if this deal goes through. And overall, there's going to be a ton of volatility. Judging off of what we've seen today for Tesla, the stock up quite a bit. That looks good heading into tomorrow, but it's not a guarantee that Tesla stock is going to go up coming tomorrow. Again, my expectation is Tesla stock will go up and Elon's comp package will be reinstated, and it Again, it could be large, and it could lead into a rally that sends Tesla into the 300s, right? Or the high 200s at the bare minimum. This could really start again, multi-month rally for Tesla stock. So let me know what you think about this information down below in the comment section. I would love your take. Are you hedging your position? Are you buying more today? Are you selling? What are you doing? What are your specific different strategies that you are employing? Call out the options that you are using down below in the comment section. I would love that take, and I think a lot of people would also love to hear other people's opinions and what they're doing with their positions as well. So thank you for watching. That is gonna do it. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.